Keep an eye on us.
Justin.
The second they say
Daniel.
over here for a second. Hey.
Daniel. Anthony.
All right, well, welcome aboard, everyone. You're welcome. Yeah. There's no copy off in the distance on the right. It's behind that big tree stump way over there. There's another one in the bushes over here on the right. But up the hill. There it is. It looks like a zebra, but it's not a zebra.
Oh, yeah.
It has that. But it's still not a zebra. It's the only known relative of the giraffe. Very shy and reclusive. It was discovered in 1901. And down there is the saddle-billed stork. That's the tallest stork in all of Africa. They stand up to 5 feet tall. They have a wingspan up to 9 feet. You have one standing, one sitting. It's also a male and a female, and the way to tell the difference, if you look at their eyes, the male's eyes are dark, the female's eyes are yellow. Not good copy. Hey, a rhino!
Look at the rhino!
That is a black rhinoceros. But funny. They're very endangered. Less than 5,000 left in the wild. That's due to poaching and overhunting. They're widely hunted for their horn, usually very solitary. On the right. The bongo is kind of the orange colored one.
You're gonna pass by here.
The bongo is also known as the ghost of the forest because they are rarely seen. Rarely seen. Rarely seen. Didn't get the memo. Well, this one did over here on the left. But the greater kudu, that's the second largest antelope. They're usually shy and nocturnal. Males have horns. Males also weigh over 700 pounds. See, this one's got the right idea. Rarely seen. Did you see it?
What? See what?
Another one right there. Rarely seen. Just seen.
Only in the Lord.
Oh yeah, okay.
Alrighty. We're coming up on the Sabi River. Be on the lookout for hippos and crocodiles. And ducks, I guess.
The crocodile in there on the water.
The exotic North American mallard. There's a hippo in the water. There's some more hippos on the left.
In there, in the water there.
Nile hippopotamus spend most of their day in the water. This helps keep them cool. They can hold their breath up to 8 minutes, and at night they come up on the shore. Pelicans, they hunt the living colonies of forest fish in shallow water that feed on them.
Hold on a minute. 3 in there.
Now, the hippo is actually the number 2 killer of man in Africa. Number 1 is the mosquito. Then you may notice there's a couple vultures here. They're a scavenger, they go wherever the food is. For us, it's reserved, they bother the animals, these people food. But they're a protected bird, so they're welcome here, and as you can see, they're all over the place. Except for down there. And that right there is the distant 3rd killer of man in Africa. Why? Because you know what you're getting into with a crocodile.
Oh my goodness!
Now a crocodile can grow up to 20 feet in length. They rely on the sun to warm them up. If they get overheated, they'll open the mouth to regulate the body temperature. Now why are they the number 3? That's a distant 3rd. Lions and antelope live here year-round. It's all part of the wild Africa we are protecting. Actually, in this part, you're supposed to do the theme for Jurassic Park. I know it's not Disney, but that's sable antelope. Sable antelope. The sable, those horns can grow to be about 5 feet long. The most dominant sable has the darkest coat. Now, when I started here, they told me that it's the male who has the darkest coat, which is true, Except for when I started here, we had a male that was in a breeding male. Her testosterone levels lowered and her coat lightened up a little bit. Those are water bucks. Water buck. They're marshland dwellers. They have oily fur that makes them almost waterproof. It does. It doesn't taste like it though. Although, funny story. The director of all things animals here, he used to be a safari driver in South Africa. And he would play this joke on the patrons where he would find like those things. And you'd have like chocolate covered raisins in his pocket. So he'd pick it up. But don't let the size of the eland fool you, because they can leap 6 to 8 feet in the air if they need to. And to put the eland in perspective, a full-grown giraffe is only 500 pounds heavier than an adult male eland. So the giraffe, you got a baby there. That little guy is about 9-10 months old. When he was born, he was 6'2" and weighed about 159 pounds. Now, he's a Maasai giraffe, so he might get to be about 18-19 feet tall. They're shorter than other giraffes. These two here are reticulated. The word reticulated means net. It always describes a pattern on the body. They can grow to be about 20 feet tall. These are mandrills. They are the largest monkey. Where there's one, there can be anywhere between 35 and 800 around. That's not an ewe, that's an ewe. There you go, that's better.
You know what? Go back and sit over.
The male's the one with the brightly colored snout and backside. He weighs about 100 pounds.
Snakes all the way over there, and how come you can't see?
When elephants are born, they weigh anywhere between 200 and 300 pounds, and that's after a gestation period of 22 months. They spend about 13 to 15 years with mom learning where to get food, water, and their social groups. Now, males, they weigh up to 12,000 pounds. Females weigh up to 8,000. They can live to be up to 70 years old. They still have trouble with poaching. They're still widely hunted for their tusks. People use the ivory to make trinkets and jewelry still, but they have a new problem: encroachment of land. They have a wide range in which they like to travel. Within the elephant's territory, people are building farms and they're strip mining. And when humans and elephants interact, it's never good. So the more we can teach people about the elephant, the better off the elephant will be. Ibis.
The elephant's right there.
Duck. Drake.
You look in the front.
Rock. Water.
Look at the elephant.
Flowers. Greater flamingo. They get their coloring from their diet, which consists mostly of brine, shrimp, and other small crustaceans. Now, when flamingos hatch, they're a gray little poof ball. They have short legs, no neck, and they waddle. It takes them 2 months to start looking like a flamingo. It takes them 2 years to lose the gray plumage. You ever see one that's solid? Bantabak.
With that, right?
It's fun to say. Try it. Bantabak. Why want to charge?
Anthony Daniels, look.
I know it's lame. The zebra, the favorite prey of the lion. The zebra's only means of defense of the back legs, very powerful kick that can actually dislocate a lion's jaw. Bantabak, they're in the same subfamily of antelope as wildebeest. They're not jumpers, they like to run under things and hide when they're being chased by predators. White rhino. I get no racist comment. Okay. They do most of their hunting at night. They're inactive most of the day. Now the male, he'll roar in the morning to stake his territory, then he passes out. He'll grow to be about 8 feet long. That's from nose to tail. Female about 5 feet long. One ostrich egg is the equivalent of about 16 chicken eggs. You can stand on an ostrich egg and it probably wouldn't break. But don't let an ostrich see you standing on its egg or trying to steal one to make an omelet, because it'll chase you for about 30 minutes. That's all I got. The ADAX, ADD, AX, whatever you want to call them. They are a desert dweller. The thing about desert dwelling antelopes is where they're from, there's really no water. So they rely on the plants. Whatever they eat, they break it down. They get all the nutrients out of it, including the water. With the black East-Anguisi, instead of calling it the East-Anguisi rhino, they said black rhino. That's one theory. The other theory is their mean disposition. They have a black heart. None of this has ever been proven. Same thing with the white rhino. The white rhino, because it's white, no. It's also because it was misconstrued with someone saying wide, and they spoke a different language, and it got misconstrued.